Now, these rematch clauses become something they used to exist in the old days, but they're a lot more common these days, right? And some people will say, "Oh, well, it obviously means someone has not got is not very confident that they'll win the fight because then they get rematched automatically." And I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I think rematch clauses are causing boxing real problems because, especially when boxers are boxing less often, and it's like, oh well, if they lose or if they win, it's up to them. They can still take a rematch, you know. And then and that means when you're boxing twice a year or less, you know, then that takes up your future fights really rapidly. But Wallin, is Gage nervous? I don't think so. I think he believes he can win the fight. Otto Wallin, he's beaten twice before, albeit as an amateur, but he's still a difficult prospect to fight. You know, I mean prospect as in eventuality. He's not really a prospect. He's gone beyond that. But he knows it's still a difficult fight. And Wallin is up for it. He's only lost one fight to Tyson Fury when he gave Fury a difficult fight. But that's basically all he's known for. He's not really known for his wins. He's known for his loss. And I believe the promoter, Eddie Hearn, obviously wants to give a rematch clause. Why? Well, if Gage does lose, and it's not beyond the realms of possibility, they get another rematch. And what happens? Everyone gets paid again. The promoters, the fighter, everyone gets paid again. And they do this again and again and again in big time boxing, especially pay-per-view matches. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. For example, Eubank vs Liam Smith. Everyone thought, oh, come on, man. Eubank got ironed out. We don't need a rematch, and we got it. And what happened? Well, Eubank won by knocking out Liam Smith. So he's laughing. Although Liam Smith had to lose 65 pounds, he told us later, in a camp, right? And then you get Zhilei Zhang, Big Bang Zhilei Zhang, vs Big Joe Joyce, the Jugger Bum, formerly the Juggernaut. So, obviously that didn't work very well for Joe Joyce. He thought, well, I'm going to do better this time. I know what he's about. I'm going to do better. And he did worse, and he got splattered by the Big Bang Zhang. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But from a payday perspective, it's got to work out for all of them. They get paid again, and they get paid the same money or more. Okay? And what does it indicate? I don't think Gage is scared of Otto Wallin at all. I just think the promoter wants to protect his fighter. So if he does lose, he'll have another rematch. It also means, and he gets a lot in big fights, Gage will try and win on points, right? He won't take too many risks, and therefore if it goes to points, he can have a rematch. Everyone go, oh, Joshua will do better this time. You see this so much in the big fights where one fighter, if not both fighters, will not try fully to their abilities just to make sure it goes the distance because they know there will be a rematch, and then everyone gets paid again. And it's just one of those things. It's one of those modern boxing problems that exists. But obviously, if you're Otto, you're going to take the rematch clause. Why? Because, number one, you won't get the fight otherwise. Number two, even if you do get stitched up on the cards, you get a rematch. And then you get paid twice. So this is just part of modern boxing. It's boring, it's tragic. I wouldn't read too much into it, If Gage wins clearly, no one's going to call for a rematch. If Gage wins at all, he'll probably move on to a bigger fight, Wilder, or the winner of Fury Usyk, right? And now obviously Usyk has already taken care of Gage twice, so he's hoping that Fury will win because that'd be a massive payday. But yeah, I wouldn't read too much into it. It's just another disappointing aspect of modern boxing. It's just another disappointment. And if you're a boxing fan, you're used to disappointment. And I am. And I've been a boxing fan since day one. But, it's just another, like I said, another mechanism to increase money. Right? Even if your boy loses, Oh, that's right. Let's say Wallin won on points, because it's unlikely, it's possible, but it's unlikely he would knock out Gay, even though Gay is a weak chin. Wallin's not a big puncher. He would probably out hustle him over 12 rounds or whatever it is. I assume it's 12 rounder, and then they'll go, well, I think Joshua deserves another chance. He only lost by 2 rounds, and then everyone's getting paid, and all the other mugs will buy the rematch. But it can't go on forever, right? Joshua has been beaten now twice by Usyk, a smaller man, a way smaller man, a midget, a middleweight with a gap tooth. He's been splattered by Ruiz, and he hasn't looked impressive recently. But eventually it will die, but they just want to make sure the option's there and there's as much money as possible for the promoter, the manager, and the fighter. So I'm not too disturbed by this. It's just, I shake my head. That's it. I'm unboxing.